Hey everyone, it's Robert from iScoot, Connecticut, and it's new bike day. I'm very excited to get the Enffe Journey e-bike. This is their folding e-bike. It's a step-through model, which I love. Let's open it up. I already took the staples out. I like to take those out with a set of pliers first. That way you won't cut yourself and you won't scratch the bike on it. Enfe's known for beautiful paint jobs. Here's my Enffe moped style bike. You can see it's that bright red. I love it. Now the moped bike assembled without any issues, and I've had any problems with it, so we're hoping we have the same success with the folder. I'll bring the camera in and you can get a better look of what it looks like inside. Here's a look inside. Pretty standard packaging, styrofoam, zip ties, cardboard, plastic. I'm going to go get some help and we'll pull everything out of the box, and hopefully everything is there and intact. All right, we got the bike out of the box. So let's just get some of the zip ties off. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Please be very careful what you cut. I've seen experienced e-bikers cut a wire or cable when they thought they were cutting packaging material. Let's see what's in these boxes. This is a larger box labeled Enffe. Here's the user's manual, headlight, keys. There's the display. And these are the NFC cards. I didn't even know this card. This bike uses an NFC card to start and stop it. So we'll leave this until we're ready to put those on, so they don't get damaged. That's nice that these are in a separate box. I don't think you usually don't see that on a budget bike. This is a budget bike, but it really seems to have everything you could want. I'm assuming this is the charger. Here's the charger. It's a 54 volt charger, but it's a 48 volt bike. And let's see how many amps. It's a 4 amp charger. Oh my God, I did not know we're gonna get a 4 amp charger. That's great. Usually see a 2, maybe a 3. So that'll be good. We'll get that, it'll charge up fast. This is a 4 amp charger. We're gonna use it with this battery, but I wouldn't advise it using it on other bikes, even if the plugs match up, because who knows what could happen. All right. The only thing I don't see is the pedals. The pedals are probably in this box. Let's go just digging some deeper before we... Yes, oh, we missed them. Here's pedals, tools, and a little bracket. I'm not sure what this bracket is. We'll probably have to read the instructions and find out what that's for. I'll take the pedals out because I know we'll put those on right away, and they are folding pedals. I got a folding bike once that didn't have folding pedals, which kind of didn't make sense, but it is what it is. Pedals is the easiest thing to change and customize. I have the bike flipped over. Now, if you are flipping the bike over, just be very careful with the handlebars. I'm using a product called Handlebar Jacks to keep the bars off the ground. It's a great little product. This is just a spacer here. It's just finger tight, so we can just, this is just for packaging. You don't need to keep it. Here's the front tire and the rim. Just want to make sure I have it oriented correctly. There's a little plastic spacer here with the disc brakes. You pull that out right before you're ready to use it. Keep this with the tools. It's handy if you're ever changing a tire. You want to put it back in place. I'm just taking off the nut and the washer. There are some spacers here we're going to leave in place. Replacing the washers and the nuts. I'm just going to try and adjust it so I have the same amount of threads sticking out on each side. They really don't give you a long axle here at all. I'm wondering if the washers go on the inside, but I'm looking, I think it would be too tight on the inside. We'll check the instruction manual when we're done here, and if it's not right, I'll go back and fix it. These are 15 millimeters. I thought they were 15 millimeters. This one's 15 millimeters. And well, I took a 13 millimeter from the toolbox, so let's go get the 15. Okay, we're back with two 15s. And we'll just tighten these up. We're not going too tight now because I'm still gonna check that those washers are in correctly. And, oh, but it spins real nice. The brake's not rubbing. I mean, that's really good to see that right out of the box. Perfect. Okay, let's get the front fender and the headlight bracket on. That little bracket that we found in the accessory box was in fact the bracket for the headlight. Here's the fender. There's metal fenders. Personally, most e-bikers like plastic fenders because they don't make as much noise, but it is what it is. This one came with a little ding on it, but that doesn't bother me. If it really bothered you, I'm sure you could contact Enffe and they would just send you a new one. It was hard to tell from the instructions if the bracket obviously goes in front, if the fender bolts in the back or the front. We'll try it this way, and worst case is we'll have to switch it around. There we go. Here's the headlight. I believe it has turn signals built in, which is really cool. Once again, you're getting a lot for your money on this bike. I'm usually not a big fan of these large motorcycle style headlights because it's like, it's not a motorcycle, don't try and be a motorcycle. But we'll see how it looks. Enffe does put a lot of time into their making their bikes look very stylish, so let's trust their designers. It's also branded Enffe, which is nice. I haven't taken off all the packaging material yet. Let's connect the electrical connection. Be very careful with these. They only go one way. There you go, perfect. Okay, we lost the sun, but we're gonna try and finish up. We're almost done. We're gonna put the pedals on. The pedals are marked left and right, and the left-hand pedal is reverse threaded. I put a dab of white lithium grease on the threads. That's just my thing. A bike professional will use a specific grease called pedal grease. It just helps that if you ever want to swap these pedals out, you'll be able to get them off. You don't want them to seize in place. So this is the left-hand one. It's reverse threaded. So instead of lefty-loosey, we go lefty-tighty. They're just plastic pedals. They should fold. Push them in, fold, looks like that. And the other side, similar, but that's righty-tighty. And we also put a little dab of white lithium grease on here also. We are getting close to being done. We just have to put the display on. Typically the displays are already installed, but we actually rather see it separate. You don't get any extra screws on this, I believe, so screws are small, don't lose them. I don't know if you missed it or not, but we didn't have to do much with the handlebars. We just put the stem in, stuck the stem into the folding portion, and it was done. And these two plastic spacers, put those on. There's not a lot of room on these handlebars, so maybe if you feel like customizing your bike, you could put wider bars on here. Maybe some BMX bars. There's a guy on the internet, David Brand New, who does that all the time to his. He sells a kit. Got that first one started. Let's put the second one on. Once we ride the bike for the first time, I can adjust this. Maybe it needs to be at a different angle. Okay, we're not going to go too tight on those because I do not want to strip them. And here's your plus minus for your pedal assist. Let's see if it's the same size. Yep, it's the same bolt. While we're here, I can see that we have Tetro hydraulic brakes. Those are name brand, high-end, I wouldn't say high-end, but they're name brand brake, so you'll be able to get parts for it, and they seem to be working fine. I tried them. They got good feel. We're not going to have to adjust them out of the box. And there's an electrical connection for this. Once again, we're going to be really careful to line up the connections. And we'll snug that up. All right, we're done with the basic assembly and setup and unboxing. It looks pretty sharp. I took the rest of the packaging material off. We've got this sort of red, orange, yellow color. It's very cool. That's what makes these Enffe bikes really stand out. The only disadvantage is they're so nice, you don't want to get them dirty or ride them like off-road or in bad weather. Here you can see my Enffe moped bike. It's got that bright red metallic paint. So we're not done. We need to inflate the tires. We need to go back and check every nut and bolt. And we're also going to charge up that battery. So stay tuned. Watch for more content with the Enffe. The next video we'll go over the features, functionality, and ride it for the first time. Maybe see how fast it goes and if it can climb some hills.